What's up, everybody? Paul Hickey here with your data-driven daily tip. Today I'm going to show you two things. Number one, how to set up Google Search Console. And number two, how to link that Google Search Console data on your website over into Google Analytics and why you would want to do that. This is extremely important that you capture all of the search data related to how your website is performing. This, let me break it down. Basically, 95% of all searches are done on Google, and 65% of web traffic among most websites, according to our data, get their web traffic from organic search, which means that basically, if you don't understand how well your website is performing related to how people find you on Google, then you're missing out on a huge critical business function. So step number one to doing that is, and getting the data around doing that, is verifying your website with Google Search Console. So the first thing you're going to do is go to google.com/webmasters, and it's going to redirect you to a URL that is search.google.com/search-console. And you're going to go ahead and create an account if you don't already have one, but chances are you already have one because it's just a Google account. Now, what you're going to want to make sure you do is log in with the same Google account that you use for your Google Analytics account. And then it'll say, it'll give you the option once you're in the Search Console to go up to this left-hand top bar and click Add Property. And then this is where you're going to type in your website URL. And you're going to type in mywebsite.com or whatever your website's called, datadriven.design for the sake of this. And then when you click Continue, it's going to go through this process of verifying your website. Now, in some cases, it's going to give you different verification methods. Here you can see that it'll give you an HTML file that you can upload to your website. It'll give you another verification method of copying and pasting an HTML tag into your website, which is super easy to do. You can ask us or ask your web developer to do that for you. You can use your Google Analytics account. So if you already have a Google Analytics account, you can alter the tracking code in your website, but that's basically the same thing as putting in the HTML tag. You can also use Google Tag Manager, which is an alternate version of the HTML tag as well. And then another kind of new way in the new Google Search Console is to edit your DNS settings, which is to basically open up your GoDaddy account, or if you own the domain name of the website that you're verifying, you can log into the domain name provider and it can authenticate you automatically, which is a good way of verifying your site. So those are the ways of verifying ownership of your site. Next, what I'm going to do is show you what it looks like on a website that has Google Search Console verified. So now that you've verified your site, after several weeks or months, now you're seeing the view that shows the performance of your website on Google. Now, this is the source of truth as to how your website is seen on Google, how many times it's been shown on Google, how many times it's been clicked from a Google search engine, what the queries were that led the user to find your website and click on it. And so this is what you're seeing on my screen right now. And for those of you listening, we're looking at the Google Search Console dashboard, and we're seeing average position. We're seeing the search phrases like, in this case, it's a apparel store, distressed flannel, wholesale vintage flannel shirts, vintage flannel. Those are non-branded keywords, so those are the types of keywords. We have data around how many clicks and impressions and where this website has ranked related to that keyword and those searches. So was it number one? Was it number two? Was it on page one? Was it on page two? All that good stuff. Now, the next step of what I want to show you is how to link a Google Analytics account to a Google Search Console account. So the best thing to do is to, again, log in. Now that you've verified your website with Google Search Console per the first step, you're going to log into your Google Search Console account at google.com/webmasters with the same Gmail username and password as your Google Analytics account. You're going to open up both tabs, be logged into Google. And in analytics, you're going to select your property, select your account and your property, and then you're going to go over to the admin tab, which you can see is either a gear icon, or when you pull it out, it actually says admin. And then in the property column, so you're going to select your account, and then in the property column, you're going to scroll down under product linking and select all products. And then when you scroll down, you're going to see all the products. So Google Ads, Google AdSense, Google Ad Exchange, etc. And you're going to go down to Search Console and click Link Search Console. And then you're going to click Add. And when you click Add, it's going to open up another window, and it's going to ask you now, which analytics account do you want to add to? So you can see there's a few here in our account that are not linked to Google Analytics accounts. So you're going to find the one that you're trying to link, you're going to select it, and then you're going to click Save. And then when you do that, you're going to get a confirmation message. And after a day, your Google Analytics account under Acquisition and Search Console is going to start to populate data. Now you can see this is a website that has already been linked to Google Analytics and Search Console. And you can see in Google Analytics, we have the queries data, and you can see that it looks even better in Google Analytics. This is a big reason to do this, because the keywords that I was reading off to you earlier, now you can see the average position for where they've been seen, as well as the clicks and impressions and click-through rate. So that is a major reason why you would want to A, make sure that your website's verified with Search Console, because otherwise you're missing out on all the data. And B, link Google Analytics and Google Search Console so that you can have one dashboard with more data in it that tells you actually how your website is performing on Google Organic Search, which again is the #1 way still that most businesses are found on the internet. For more, definitely check out our Alexa skill at datadrivendaily.com. If you want to support the Data Driven Daily Tip, you can go to support.datadrivendaily.com. Or if you just want more free digital marketing tips, go to dataoveropinions.com. And if there's any way I can help you out, email me at paul@datadriven.design. This has been your Data Driven Daily Tip. Thanks for watching, listening, and reading on the blog. I'm Paul Hickey. Have a great day.